Hello YouTube, I'm back again for part 3 of my CD collection series. In the background today, we're not listening to a record, we're listening to The Who's Tommy. And I'll be going over this CD in a later video. But let's just get right into it. So, we're going to start off with the Black Dahlia Murders Nocturnal. This is a very good death metal band from, I believe, Detroit. I could be wrong on that, but notable tracks on here. This is a fantastic album. Before I get into the tracks, I really enjoy it. If you're looking to get into death metal, or the Black Dahlia Murder specifically, this is a great place to start. Anyway, Everything Went Black. What a horrible night to have a curse. Death Mask Divine and Warborn are some pretty fantastic tracks here. So here's what the inside looks like. Got a pentagram with Nocturnal, the band on just like a blue CD disc. This was Metal Blade Records, and it came out in 2007. It's the booklet, pretty standard stuff. Just lyrics, blue text on black paper, nothing fancy. Because the music kind of speaks for itself. I think it's very respectable. So yeah, the Black Dahlia Murders Nocturnal. Moving right along, we got Black Sabbath's Paranoid. This is, I believe this CD is actually from the year 1970 when the album came out, because there's nothing on here that indicate otherwise. Notable tracks on this album: War Pigs, Paranoid, Iron Man, Electric Funeral, and Hand of Doom. So yeah, there's a little booklet in here, and there's the disc, very shiny, and yeah, very cool. Next we got Bon Jovi's New Jersey. I believe this is Bon Jovi's second. I think it's his second release. Obviously the notable track on this album is Bad Medicine. That's just an amazing hit from them in the late 80s. Here's the inside. Got a picture of the band with each of their signatures just printed on the bottom, and the disc. It's a pretty thick booklet with just words and stuff. And yeah, there's really not much more I can say about this album. It's alright. It's not great. It's not bad. If you're into if you're into late 80s, early 90s hard rock and hair metal, this is a good place to look. Moving right along, we got the Bonnie Riot collection. This is, I believe, yes, this is one disc. It's got 21 songs on it, and this Bonnie Riot is a fairly famous guitarist who also plays blues. Here's the booklet. You can see. Here's the back. Now this is kind of a compilation of some of her best hits and works. Yeah, if you're into just straight up blues with a bit of country influence, this is definitely a good place to look. Notable tracks on here that I enjoy, at least: Give It Up or Let Me Go, What Is Success, and No Way to Treat a Lady. Some good stuff. Now we're gonna get into the Boston. Alright, so now I gotta see if I can figure out how to do this in the order of release. I think this is right. Probably wrong, but we're gonna find out. Alright, we're gonna start with Boston's self-titled album, Boston. This came out in 1976 on Epic Records. Notable tracks on here: More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, Foreplay Long Time, and Let Me Take You Home Tonight. There's a picture of the band on the back. And yeah, this is just some sweet classic rock. similar to Foreigner. Yeah, I really enjoy Boston. Some good stuff. Moving right along, we go to Boston's, I believe this is their second album. This is Don't Look Back. You know, if I was smart, I would just look at the release dates. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is their second album. Notable track on here is Feeling Satisfied and The Journey. Very similar to the other album. It's also an Epic Records. You can see the inside here. Here's the booklet. Yeah, you know, I used to listen to a lot more Boston than I do now. This is still some great stuff. I just don't spin it as much as I used to. Moving on. Boston's Third Stage. This is, I believe, a couple releases later, skipping over a few. My favorite track on this album is I Think I Like It. You can see in the front, we got a ship or satellite, something, going over what I believe is some sort of planet. On the back, it's the same thing. Here's the inside. This is on MCA Records. You can see here. Here's the booklet, all your lyrics. Very cool. So yeah, these are, you know, these are, all these CDs, these Boston CDs were my dad's back when he was kind of growing up, so I don't know as much about them, but, you know, they're still pretty good. This is Walk On. You can see there. My favorite tracks on this album are probably just the Walk On medley right here, tracks 4 through 7. And the one thing you can credit Boston for is just having the greatest artwork ever. It's always super space rock, just out of this world. It's pretty great. You can see here's the front cover, and then here's the inside. Here's the disc on MCA. So yeah, Boston, good band. Definitely give it a listen. Give them a listen if you haven't before. Next, we're moving to Bush Razorblade Suitcase. I picked this up at a Value Village for a couple bucks. I wouldn't say a fan, but I do enjoy Bush's music. Favorite song on this album is definitely A Tendency to Start Fires. I believe this is Bush's debut. I might be wrong. If it's not their debut, it's definitely their second album. Very thick booklet here. Includes a lot of just photos and stuff like that right there. Same with there. So, yeah, you know, Bush is a kind of part of that post-grunge, modern metal, rock movement type bands. This one specifically being more in the grunge area, kind of similar to Alice in Chains, but more rock oriented. So it's very unique style. It's kind of difficult to describe, but it's definitely some good stuff. I do recommend you guys giving them a listen for this. And also, if you'll give me a second, because I wasn't prepared. Bush's 16 Stone. It's also a very good album. If you're going to start with Bush, this is the place to start. Because Machine Head, Monkey Glycerin, Testosterone. You know, this is a very good album. Okay, so my video cut off for some reason. I'm not sure why. But we were going over the Bush 16 Stone cassette real quick. This is on Trauma Records. You know, this is if you're gonna listen to Bush, this is the place to start for sure. This is my favorite album of theirs. I think it's widely regarded as their best. So yeah, this is the place to start. And then last album for this video, we got Candlebox's self-titled. So Candlebox's Candlebox. I believe this was their first release. This gave us hits such as Don't You, Far Behind, Arrow, and Rain. This is actually one of, if not the best grunge band in my opinion from Seattle. I love Candlebox. I think the vocals, especially on songs like Far Behind, are just so gripping, and it really makes you get a sense of the emotion behind the singer. You can see here's the blue disc. And here's the booklet. I'm just going to leaf through this here page by page. So here is lyrics for Don't You. And then it just kind of is all blocked together, so you're Far Behind. Here's a picture of the band at what looks like the light, like what is now the light rail system in Seattle. More lyrics, and the end. So here's my new setup. I'm just gonna tack this onto the end of that CD video update, but there's my new turntable. Well, new being relative, it's new to me. So, you know, my parents have had this set up since the late 80s. Here's my radio. You can see I got it tuned to 99.9. Shout out to KISW. Here's our equalizer. We got all the left, right. The CD player right there. Here's the receiver. It's very fat. You know, got your knobs and stuff. And then tape deck at the bottom. So very cool. Speaker there, speaker over there next to my guitar. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.